Hello, Ezra and family. I'm so excited to get to know you better this year. My name is Mrs. Mollman, and I will be your teacher this year at Epic. This is my first year teaching at Epic, but I've actually been teaching since 2012. I've been homeschooling my own students. I love working with them. My favorite part is actually going on field trips. I think we could do some really fun virtual field trips this year. So I'm looking forward to getting to know you better. What do you like in school? What do you do outside of school? And just helping you succeed. I had the opportunity to look at your testing results in math. You are doing such a great job. I'm so proud of you. You are so strong in data and probability, geometry, and measurement. And moving forward, we're going to be working on number sense, algebraic reasoning, and algebra. You're actually in the 98th percentile. Good for you. That's just amazing. And your growth is at 48th percentile. In order to get to know you better, I thought it would be really fun if you could have this survey filled out with your parents. They can help you. For the first question is list 2 words that you would use to describe you. What do you enjoy doing when you're not in school? So this would just allow me to plan my lesson plans around what interests you and just let me get to know you a little bit better. It'd be a lot of fun. So I've come up with a lesson plan for the first time I meet you. We're going to be working on number sense, computation, and problem solving. The standard that we'll be working on is 1.n.2.3, read, write, discuss, and represent whole numbers up to 100. The first part of our lesson, we will be working on the objective of representing numbers 1 to 20 given 10 frames. Given a number between 0 and 9, tell how many more are needed to make 10. Given a number between 11 and 19, tell how many more 10s and 1s leftovers there are, and then writing those numbers in standard form. Some of the materials that we are going to be using are a 10-frame map, either PDF, virtual, or painter's tape, which we can create on the floor, manipulative counters, whiteboard markers, a grab bag with some counters, a spinner, 10-frame up to 20 assessment, and number cards 1 through 20. And I've included some links for our lesson. In the very beginning of our lesson, we're going to read Chicka Chicka 1, 2, 3. It's a really fun book about numbers. I'm going to have a grab bag, and you will grab some bears out of the bag, just like this. And we'll do this 5 different times, and we'll count how many bears were pulled out of the bag, and then match that to the card. The meat of our instruction, where I model and teach you, in the beginning I will front load some vocabulary. What are 1s, 10s, less, and more? Then I will model the orientation of a 10 frame. How is it supposed to look? I will model what number 1 looks like, and then I will have you do the same. And then we'll continue with numbers 2, 3, and 4. And this will be done using this online virtual 10 frame, and we will also use a 10 frame that I will print out in PDF form, and we'll use some counters. While we do this, I will model how the frame should be cleared before moving on to another number. And then we'll move on to questions like, what would the number 7 look like on the 10 frame? And then I'll have you make a representation of that. I'll ask you how many counters there are. Then we'll move on to the individual practice where you get to explore these 10 frames. I'll have you use counters to represent the numbers 5, 8, 9, 11, 13, for example. I'll ask you questions such as, how would you represent 1 more than 6 on the 10 frame? And we'll repeat this with several numbers. I'll ask you, what do you think 1 less than 6 would look like on the 10 frame? And we'll repeat that task with several numbers as well. We'll also use a spinner. I think that would be a lot of fun. You could spin the number, and then I'll ask you, what's 1 more than that? You'll spin a number, and I'll ask you, what's 1 less than that? Show that on the 10 frame. So after our instruction is over, then we'll follow that up with an assessment, a 10 frame up to 20 assessment, and it looks like this. So I'm really looking forward to doing this lesson with you. I'm looking forward to working with you this year and being your learning partner and helping you succeed.